Schneider, you want to speak?
Shalom. My name is Schneider. I've been making this Pilpul about the mitzvah Basili Mikdash. I want to continue. I was speaking that Rashi says that the word tavnis, what it says, the tavnis of the kalim, the chintasu adoris, it refers to the length and the width and the height. Rashi doesn't say that over there in Sefer Shmos. He says it. I found it in Divrei Yomim, the first Divrei Yomim, chapter 29, verse 9. There's talking about the Megillas HaMikdash that David is giving to his son Shlomo instructions exactly how to build the first Beis HaMikdash. And according to Chazal, this is like a document that was Halacha Moshe Sinai, that was handed down from generation to generation. And Shmuel gave it to David, and David is giving it to Shlomo. And it's saying exactly what the Mikdash is supposed to look like. The plan. The Mikdash. And we spoke that according to the Rambam, Tavnis means Tachnit. This he says specifically in the Morning Nevuchim, the first Chelek, the third chapter. It's the plan, it's the shape of the kalim, but it's not the size. Tavnis doesn't mean the size. It means it's a square, it's a rectangle, but it doesn't have to do with the size. But according to Rashi says specifically on that pasuk over there in Sefer Divrei Yomim, Aleph, Perek Tes, pasuk Tes, a light haskil. The tavnis, it says over there, Rashi says it's the rochav and the orach and the gova. There's this machlokes between the Rashi and the Rambam. What does the word tavnis mean? And it's a big nafka mina. What's really happening? Okay, so Rashi is saying that the tavnis of the kalim has to be the same. The tavnis of the Mishkan, you can't say that to be the same, because that's exactly what it's talking about with the Yaman, but it's not the same. That's the Megillas HaMikdash. That's why you need the Megillas HaMikdash to say that now it changes. But the Kalim actually says does remain the same. Now we spoke that the Ramban says he doesn't think so. He doesn't think so because the Mizbeach was 20 by 20 in the Mikdash, and by Moshe Rabbeinu it was 5 by 5. And again, the point I'm bound that the Megillah HaMikdash changes everything. This is the size of the Mikdash is different than the size. It's not much bigger than the Mishkan. It's made of stone. The Mishkan is made of wood. And the Kalim are different according to Ramban. But according to Rashi, no, the Kalim remain the same. Because that's what it says with St. Tassim. The Doritz. Okay. So the Ramban had a question from the Mizbeach, and we said the moral answer is that no, the Mizbeach was a Kli. But once they started using stones, it comes out in Shiva already, the Mizbeach was made out of stone. It's exactly when they started using binyan. In any case, once Mizbeach becomes part of the binyan, then okay, it's a story, then it can change, like that thing can change. But the Kalim, the Menorah, the Shulchan, the Kiyah, the Kanai, the Mizbeach, is also questioning if it changed or it didn't change. But the Kiyah, the Kanai, and the Shulchan, and the Menorah didn't change. They remained Kalim. And the Mizbeach HaPnimi maybe became also a binyan, that's a separate sugya. But, okay, that's what the verse says. But we have two other terutzim in the Meforshim. The Re'eim, Rabbeinu Eliyahu Mizrahi, says, no. Rashi doesn't mean it has to be exactly the same. It means it has to be proportional. In other words, it can be multiplied by 2. The Mizbeach was multiplied by 4. Moshe's Mizbeach was 5 by 5. Someone's Mizbeach was 20 by 20. But it has to be multiplied, and both in other words, whatever the measurement of the orach and the rochav, you can multiply it by 2, by 3, by 4, but it has both sides, the orach and the rochav, not to go over. He brings a proof not to go over, but the orach and the rochav, they can change. Rashi doesn't mean to say they can't change, but it has to be a multiple. It can't just be any measurement at all. The tavnis means a measurement according to Rashi. Maseches midos, it's a midah, and it's not just a plan like the Rambam says with just the shape. No, it's a midah, but it can change if multiplied by 2, by 3, by 4, etc. Okay, that's what the aim says. And the Orchana says that no, it means the Chaim Tasta means at least, minimally, but it can be bigger. Now, the A makes sense in Rashi because Rashi can't say that the Chaim Tasta goes on the Mishkan itself because the Mikdash had different meters. It wasn't a multiple by 2, by 3, by 4. But the Kelim, we can say it's by 2, by 3, by 4, and that's called the Chaim Tasta. That's called the Tabnis. Now, but the Orchaim and Kodesh Shachar doesn't fit into Rashi at all because if you say it's just the minimum, so the size of the Mishkan can also be the Tabnis. The Mishkan is also just the minimum, but you can make it bigger. So it doesn't seem to fit into Rashi because Rashi is saying it's only on the Kelim, but it's a pshat. It's a very good pshat. It's a very sensible pshat that V'chein Tastu means not any less. And the Gemara says V'chein Tastu in Shavuot is about being Meisif on the Adoros. That in order to be Meisif, you need a melech, like Moshe Rabbeinu was a melech, and a Kohen Gadol like Aaron, and a Sanhedrin, the Shivim Zkanim. So we see that that's what the Gemara says. V'chein Tasu l'Doros. The Gemara says it on being Meisif, exactly. So that's exactly. It fits it perfectly. V'chein Tasu, you can make it exactly the same. If you want to be Meisif, you can make the Mishkan, the Tabnis and Mishkan, and the Tabnis that came exactly the same. Or if not, V'chein Tasu l'Doros, change to the cases. If you have a melech and a Kohen Gadol and the Sanhedrin, you can change it. You can make it bigger. It's very beautiful. The Orchaim HaKadosh's pshat. What else do I want to say? Let me try to gather my wits over here. Okay. But, okay, so we have like 3 possibilities in Rashi's, the Chaim Tastu either means according to Mal exactly the same, the Kelim, and the Mizbech is opinion is a little story, or it means according to the aim multiple, both sides, the Orch and the Orch have to have the same multiple, or it means according to Chanukah is the minimum. Okay, but the question is, what are we talking about over here? If we go according to the Rambam, that the Kelim is part of the mitzvah, right? Like the Rambam says in Mitzvah Top, in the Sefer Mitzvah, and he says again in the Hilchos Vesel Chivet that the Asur Mikdash means the plan of the Kodesh Kadoshim and the Kodesh and the Chatara Mishkan the Azara and the Kelim are the 7 Kelim. so Rashi holds like the Rambam. It comes out that that this Indian of it has to be exactly the same or multiple or at least is talking about the Mekayim, the mitzvah of us to the Mikdash. What happens with the Kelim? Do you have to be exactly the same, or they have to be a multiple, or they have to be a minimum? This goes really both on the Mikdash and on the Kelim. It has to be a minimum. But if you say like the Ramban that the Kelim are Bechlal not part of the mitzvah, Yishimei is there?
Yeah.
If we say like the Ramban that the Kelim are Bechlal not a mitzvah of the Mikdash means only the building, and the Kelim are just functional to do the mitzvahs of lighting the menorah. So then Bal Kochet, Rashi goes like the Ramban, so Bal Kochet comes out that if you make it any less, according to the Orchaim HaKadosh, or if you don't make it a multiple, or if you change it in any way according to the Morahal, then it's not a menorah. It's not a shulchan. In other words, if you want to be kind the mitzvah if you want to kind the mitzvah of matriv not kishen bias, and you build the shulchan, and it's not exactly the same according to the Morahal, it's not a multiple, or it's smaller than the original. So it will come out according to this that you're not going to at all. It's not called the korban at all. Whereas if we say that the Rashi is only talking about the kind of mitzvah of the binyan, but if matriv not kishen bias, so you can make it anyway. The kli is kli in any case. Okay, that's the one thing. Also, I was talking a little bit about the question of the kelim ma'akev one another. This is Yerushalmi, in Shkolim and Perek Dalet, and there it's saying that the menorah and the shulchan are ma'akev the korbanos. But again, the gist of korbanos, I'm not so sure that it was written on the side. Somebody had it. It said it's Ma'akrim, and somebody wrote the korbanos. According to Ramban, it has to be the korbanos because they're only there for the korbanos. So comes out according to the Ramban that the Yerushalmi is saying that, in other words, the way it ends up over there in Yerushalmi, that the kelim that's inside the Heichal is an opinion that they're all mark of each other. The Shulchan and the Menorah and the Mizbeach Teres and even the Paroiches, it's all ma'akiv, whereas outside the Mizbeach HaChitzoin, according to the Chachamim, the other kelim are not ma'akiv. In other words, you can have just that and you can be ma'akiv the korban on the Mizbeach HaChitzoin even though you don't have a Menorah in the Shulchan. And according to the Meir, it is ma'akiv. So according to Ramban, it has to be talking about the Indian of being ma'akiv the korbanos, because there is no ma'akiv each other for what? There is no mitzvah. They're not part of the mitzvah to build the mikdash. They're just functional. But according to the Rambam, that they are part of the mitzvah to build the mikdash. So we're talking about this. The question is like in Menachos, if you have only enough chutim for one tittis, is it a mitzvah to make one tittis if you don't have for all four? It's ma'akiv the Abba titiyos ma'akiv, and the tefillin she has is not ma'akiv the tefillin shorosh. That's so mishnayis of the Menachos. In fact, that's chaylis about what's ma'akiv what. So according to that, the Yerushalmi is not talking about that you can't be like the Menorah unless you have a shulchan, because there's Meforsh Gemara is not like that. The Meforshim bring that the Meforsh Gemara that one thing is back to the other. Typically, you can do that. It's not that way. But no, the Yerushalmi is talking about as far as the mitzvah of building the mikdash. If you only make a shulchan, you don't have the wherewithal to make a Menorah. If you only make a shulchan, it's the mitzvah to make a shulchan. So according to the Maskana of the Yerushalmi, no, the inside cables are ma'akiv one another. If you can't make all three, so forget about it. Yeah, you can't make the paroiches, so forget about it. It's no mitzvah. Whereas if you can only make the Mizbeach HaChitzoin to be mekayim the mitzvah of being a mikdash, according to Chachamim, you should do it. We're not talking about being makavam. We're talking about just even if there's no kohanim and you can't make a bonus. We're talking about the mitzvah of being a mikdash. According to the Meir, no. If there's no Menorah and Shulchan and Paroiches and everything, you forget about it. You can't, just making the kitchen is not a mitzvah. But according to the Chachamim, no. You can make even though you don't have a Menorah. Okay, you put a base of English Meir in menu. שיהיה טוב, שנזכה לגוי סלמה. אמן, ואמן, ואמן, זכות הצדיקים האמיתיים, וזכות רבינו הקודש, נחמן, נחמן, תודה רבה, הכל טוב.
תודה רבה, Rabbi Schneider.